Many people miss Avocato. Some even think he's alive, but it's time to move on. Welcome back to another Final Space philosophy video. Today we'll be discussing Avocato's fate, but more in depth. Also, be sure to stay tuned until the end, where we talk about the possibility of seeing Little Cato's mother in Season 2. So Avocato got turned into guacamole.
Peel the avocado, guacamole.
Moment of silence, please. But before his tragic end, Avocato lived an interesting life. One defined by redemption and a love for his son, Little Cato.
Plus, he cared about you. Man, I mean, more than anything.
You think so?
He would never shut up about you. I mean, every day, Little Cato! We gotta save Little Cato! He's injured! He's my boy! Let's find him! You know, I do not jest. The man loved you.
He never said that to me.
He said it when he gave his life to save you. That was love in action mode. Avocado style.
So, how exactly did he end up in this position? How did he end up serving as the number 2 to the Lord Commander?
How'd you end up with a little green tic-tac cosmic butthead like that in the first place?
Avocato wouldn't be the first person to turn to the dark side for good intentions. Anakin Skywalker turned to evil out of his love for Padme, and the same might be true for Avocato. It's quite apparent that some unfortunate circumstances caused Avocato to work for the Lord Commander. Think about Little Cato for a second. When we think about him, even though he's just a kid, we're greeted with his skills at shooting weapons, piloting spacecraft, and even escaping prisons.
I got it. Boom! Done!
You're almost as good as me.
Please, I passed you years ago.
Now, I'm not an expert on Ventrexian culture, but shouldn't he be in school with the rest of the kids? Or kittens? Kittens? This is where I must indulge your imagination for a second. I want you to think about and envision a backstory for the Ventrexian culture. Why was Avocato put in a position serving the Lord Commander and later becoming a bounty hunter just to get his son back? He obviously cares a lot about the boy. Why isn't he raising him properly with Little Cato's mother? It seems apparent that something happened to Ventrexia. Ventrexon? Venn diagram? Whatever the Catman's home planet was called. Avocato has principles. It's hard for me to imagine that he just chose to willingly work with the Lord Commander. It seems more likely that circumstances forced him to do this. My theory of Avocato's ultimate fate is that of two options. One, tragedy, and the other, evil. The first involves Little Cato's mother. If she died and other people in Avocato's family died or weren't around to take care of Little Cato, it's very possible that Avocato couldn't earn a living for his family while taking care of his son. This could force anyone to extreme measures just to provide for their family, such as taking on work from the most evil person in the universe. Also, a note about Little Cato's mother: Final Space is a series that leaves the fate of mothers relatively unknown. I'm going to discuss this further in a video about Gary's family, but for now, just think about how the series lacks our characters' respective matriarchs. This isn't a bad thing necessarily. In fact, it's a very interesting plot device and something that could lead to some very awesome flashbacks and backstories in Season 2. But on to the second option, evil. It's entirely possible that Avocato's life not only suffered a huge tragedy, but this was the result of some great evil. Perhaps even the Lord Commander himself. Remember that since the Lord Commander turned evil, which you can find out how that happened here, it's taken him a while to amass an army and assert his dominance in the universe. It's very possible that Avocato's home world and the Ventrexians were the first ones to feel his wrath. This would have given Avocato very few options of providing a life for Little Cato on their home world, so choosing a career serving the Lord Commander, whether or not he knew he was the one that ravaged his home world, makes sense. Avocato later becomes a bounty hunter, and even though he's well trained, this is only to get his son back from the Lord Commander. Remember, when Avocato did something good, when he didn't kill his son in order to prove his worth to the Lord Commander, well, the most evil force in the universe just imprisoned his son and made Avocato work for him.
If I sense doubt in you ever again, remember, I I own your son. And now, I own you.
What made Avocato ultimately join the Lord Commander in the first place and seal his fate remains a mystery, but one thing's for certain. In order for Little Cato to gain closure in his dad's death, he's gonna have to tear the Lord Commander some new buttholes.
Let's tear the Lord Commander a new butthole.
Yes! Maybe even 3!
But seriously, he's actually gonna have to learn about his dad, and this will allow us as an audience to Final Space to learn about Little Cato's mom, and hopefully some of the other Ventrexians and their culture.
Mr. Whiskers? I'm not a cat. I'm a Ventrexian.
Got it.
I fully expect to see Little Cato's mom, or at the very least an awesome flashback of Little Cato's past in Season 2 of Final Space. I don't see how he can gain closure from his dad's death and the story can move forward without that happening. Also, I want a flashback from Gary's past. Where's Gary's mom at? As always, thanks for watching and supporting this channel. If you're a fan of Final Space, consider joining us aboard the Galaxy 1 by clicking that subscribe button down below. Also, let me know in the comments what flashbacks you'd like to see in Season 2. Until next time, chookity!